Welcome to Flying Can Ranch in Athens, Texas. I want to talk about something I've already reviewed, but I actually found one where everything works. And I didn't put my little scope thing back on, but is the, just going to have to bear with me for a second. It's been a very rushed day. Was the Daisy dual power air gun. And this thing will shoot pellets and it will shoot BBs. Now, I have reviewed this before. Unfortunately, one of them, both things failed on it, and then the other one, the CO2 worked, but it didn't work. So I just want to go over a few things very quickly. All the specs for this are on the original review that I did on this. We're not going to get into all the barrel length and all that, but this is a CO2 and a pump up pneumatic air rifle, and it does have a little port here on the side that you can open up to put your BBs in, and then you just flip that back up, and then if I remember right, let me think about how this will work. Oh, Lord have mercy, I just did something, I just noticed it, but I'll fix that in a minute. And then on the other side is another little switch that tells you whether you're on the pump, which it's on now, and if you flip it the other way, is your CO2. Now you have to remember, when you take this off and you try to put a CO2 in, and then the little cap won't go back in, you have to have it switched over to the CO2 side, like so. And then when you want to go back to your pump. Now, once the CO2 is in, on mine anyway, I couldn't go back to the pump. So, but I think from the pump, you can go to the CO2. And yeah, I put a little penny there trying to do something, but it will shoot BBs and it will shoot 177 caliber pellets. So if you can find one of these where both things work very well, this one actually seems to be in quite good condition. A little close up there. It's got some, looks like a little engraving or something on the side, like so. It's not really marked up well. These aren't the toughest of kind of hollow plastic, and I'm sure a lot of these were just used up and then, got thrown away. I plan on replacing the seals. I need to get with a guy and find out where he gets some of the seals at, tear it apart and try to rebuild them. I've got a couple I'm going to try to rebuild, but this originally had a little blade that went in here that would raise it up and down. You couldn't really adjust it for windage, but you could adjust elevation. So again, I've showed one of these before, but today what I'm going to do is run it through both ends. I'm going to get this one, seems to be working, so we're going to put some CO2 up in here in a minute. We'll try it the pump section first, see how good it hits, and let me adjust something very quickly. It's a real quick video. They're very, very light, kind of a cheap plastic design. You do have to remember, if you're going to run the pump, you have to pull back on the charging handle, and then you can, get 3, 4, 5, 6. I wouldn't take it over 10, and it is empty, so it's not a worry. Works real well. So I want to share that with you, just kind of refresh you on what we've been doing in the past. I have another thing that was also in excellent condition. I'm going to haul it out here and play with it a little bit, and maybe we'll review it too. Actually, I've got a third thing I might review if time allows and weather condition allows. Kind of on and off rain today, but again, this one's in very, very good condition. It does have a crossbolt safety down here. If you take it to your right, you're safe. Take it to your left, you are in fire mode. Usually they have a little red thing, where it says it's in fire mode. This is where you insert the CO2. And when I get ready to do the CO2, We'll put one in there real quick, but you do have to have it into the CO2 switch in order to because that drops your little CO2 bottle down just a little further. Then you can get the cap back on. If it's on pump, it won't go. Put it on CO2, it'll go, trust me. And be very careful when you thread this in. This is plastic, so it's very easy to strip that out. That being said, let me put together a sheet review and we will go from there. That's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch in Athens, Texas. We'll see you in just a little bit. I know this is a little quick push, but if you want to know all the specs, you can look it up, or you can go back to my original review on these, because I tried 2 different ones, but it is on my Flying Can Ranch channel. We'll see you in a little bit.